It's the leader. He's the wizard.
Hello, Initiates. Today we're going to recap the Battle for Ohio. Had a couple of good events in there. Experiment with some formats that actually turned out pretty good. I think everyone had a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Did turn out that this year Kentucky managed to take out Ohio. So now Kentucky controls Ohio. It's a crazy year. But yeah, the Evan Fist took it down over the weekend, but there was a different winner for the main event on Saturday. Anyhow, listen, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
The tables were set, the decks were drawn. The battle for Ohio raged till dawn. Guns in hand, no time for sleep. Brandon screaming like an insane escapee. The shuffle, the cut, the first land down. A turn one play shakes the battleground. Lightning bolts fly, counter spells fade. Only the strong walk out of this cage. Shuffle up, it's ride or die. One last chance, one last try. Tap that land, play it right. Only the brave survive tonight. Stephen couldn't make it, so we lit the pyre. A Viking farewell in the midnight fire. His spirit drifts where the mana flows. Through forest swamps and old plateau. The stakes were high, the match is fierce. Brandon's screams rang through the pierce. One misplay, one fatal draw, and your dreams are shattered by the law. Shuffle up, it's ride or die. One last chance, one last try. Tap that land, play it right. Only the brave survive tonight. The ebon hand plays dark and deep. With rituals cast, their secrets keep. But nothing hits like Jonathan's haze. Kills more fools than any Lotus play. So gather your decks and sharpen your mind. The battle for Ohio leaves none behind. Through spells and steel, through tears and cries, only the bold will rise tonight.
I think this is a good visual representation of the weekend right here. Very Viking themed.
Dude, shout out to Brandon for putting us all up, and also that chicken was fucking so good.
Oh my God.
It was so good. Also, those those Amish breakfast burritos were insane.
I know. Yeah, he went out and like got up early, went and got burritos for everybody. I mean, I keep hearing about everyone going to Chalice and how awesome the Beast of the Bay and everyone takes care of him. Like Brandon is on that level. He's like our beast of our bay. I mean, yeah, we're like 1/10 of the event, but it is cool, man. He is on it with chicken, with everything, with pizza, with breakfast burritos. This thing's rocked.
Yeah, they were so good. It was just like straight egg and bacon and sausage in that puppy. It was so good.
He was like going downstairs, drafting cards, running back upstairs, checking on the chicken. Like there couldn't be a better host, man.
Yeah, for sure. Brandon, if you hear this, thank you so much.
And I don't think like I couldn't allow all these guys at my house and be as chill about it as he is, man.
Yeah.
Like he's the only guy that could do that, I think. If I had all those people, like he's just the only person that could just have all these guys come in, be laid back enough, and make it such a good event.
Yeah. It was a great time. It was really fun.
I might have to
Got some
find
great games in.
the event card, all kinds of good stuff. All right, what do we? Let's start talking Friday night. So I know I rolled into the giant bloody Team Barbarian flag flying in the garage. First thing you see, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Looks a little terrifying, to be honest. And then you walk
So-
in, everyone's dressed as Vikings with flamethrowers. So it really had a strong vibe right out of the gate.
So Team Barbarian, in case anyone doesn't know, the Ebon Hand is too large for the Battle for Ohio because it's teams of 3. So our team, me, Brandon, and Cody, we're Team Barbarian, and we don't rep the Ebon Hand for this one event. So we go against our own friends, and we hosted it this year because we won last year. So that's why it's Barbarian Viking themed.
You know, what are you gonna do with this? Ebon Fist is the other half, and spoiler, the Ebon Fist took it down. So I guess next year's theme's gonna be fisting. So I hope that's all right with everybody.
That promo card's gonna be wild.
Man, I mean, a karate themed would be cool too. Just say.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Okay, that's not terrible. Not terrible. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, this is it right here. Let's start with. We got Rom on here. Rom put together. Let's try to do an event card, and this year we've got Kurt Ape as the Corn Ape, and really legit. Got the ape in the field with some corn around him. Battle for Ohio. R.I.P. Harambe. It's 2016, dude. How's he still getting? He's more
Yeah.
famous than dead presidents.
That was huge news, man. That shook the nation, the world even.
Once it happened, the world's not been the same, man.
No. That broke the simulation, I think, when Harambe got shot.
Yeah. And then there was a secret second. Let me see if I can pull that up. There was this additional, which is a chase rare. Share that on the screen for those that watch. But I mean, it's pretty easy to understand. As you're driving through Ohio, there's a big barn with the
on
Confederate
71.
flag on it.
Yeah.
So we
That
turned
was
into
legendary.
a
That was there
Badlands.
for so long on 71, right? They painted over it now, but it was there for like my whole life, basically. I've seen that barn a million times.
Oh, did it actually get painted over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Trump just paid to have it repainted, actually. I think it's coming back. It's a government program he reinstated.
Oh shit.
Bring back the Confederate flags. But so I think there's 16 of these in the world. So I only made a few because not everyone appreciates the humor.
Yeah. I am searching for one more. If anybody has one that they're too embarrassed or afraid to bust out, I will trade you something for them. I need another one. So
The big set of Southern history Badlands. All right. Good to know. So we had some event cards. Everyone got they got their little prize card as well, or like a pack of cards. Had some loot in there. People seem pretty excited about those.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
little mix of stuff, but
yeah, the envelopes
well
were a big
received.
hit.
You weren't awake for this. It was like 3 a.m. Brandon, man, he would not shut up about how he wanted 2 envelopes. So I last minute was like, all right, let's draft one.
Oh
So
yeah, we
dra-
drafted an envelope. Yeah.
Yeah, like me and like Rom, Jason, and Brandon,
Yeah.
and maybe Josh drafted
Yeah.
one at 3 a.m.
hmm
It wasn't a good one though, but
Well,
I
yeah,
wasn't
they
a-
weren't they weren't all good. It was just there was so much stuff that Steven donated like a year ago, and I was like, what do I do with it? So I just um, I don't know, my mind's barely there anymore. So it was pretty easy for me to randomize packs. I just had stacks of stuff sitting around the house for like 2 weeks, and I would just throw cards in all of the stacks. I had no idea what was in where, and so people pulled some cool stuff. I mean, that was
Oh yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Rush, Forrest, and different things like that, and
yeah.
a lot of full arts and alters, and it was pretty cool. So I think that was a big hit. Everyone liked the swag.
Dude, our prize table was like it was one of the nicest prize tables I've ever
Dude,
seen for
It was
in a
top notch
basement.
prize table. Yeah, it was
It
really
was
nice.
crazy. Like if you look at the picture of Ben Revel, dude, he came out of there with like he got like 40 cards all
Yeah,
altered up and
he
stuff.
got sick shit. I got those strips up there.
Those strips are cool, dude.
They're super cool.
Yeah,
Really
there's 4
stoked on
strips,
those.
like they're all night. There was a set of factories.
Mhm.
Jason took the city brasses for like anti and stuff. He's like, yeah, I just need another one.
Yeah.
Jonathan got Howling Mine.
Yeah, I grabbed this order. I can't believe I put a binder together of all the various orders I've been collecting for so long.
Yeah.
Holy crap, I got so many of them. I damn near filled a small binder with them all.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
was awesome.
It's cool.
I took the
Those
foil.
Stang tokens are so cool, dude.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I actually traded. I got a bunch more Stang tokens. Other people were like, oh, I got one, so I traded for some more. I took the foil Evil Eye of Orms Magor because I've never seen a. It's like a proxy, but it was foil.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. I was looking at that.
Foil proxies are sick. I might have to make some of those.
Yeah. That full art Kurt Ape is dope. Oh, Ben got the lightning bolts too, right?
Yeah, Brossard altered lightning bolts.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he shared a picture of all his freaking swag somewhere. Because everyone showed up, just kept bringing more and more. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
there
deck
was
photo.
a
He got
beta
so
ice
much.
storm.
There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, it does look like a deck photo. It's just all the swag he picked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sick. That signed counterspell's dope.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So yeah, everyone got some loot. So what did we do first thing? I guess did we do the old school draft? Was it the first thing Friday night?
Yeah, I think that was the first thing I did with you guys. Maybe me and Eric played a game of sorcery, and then we went and drafted old school.
Well, I guess the pot of gold was in effect all night Friday night. So that was kind of a thing we came up with, which I did like actually. It was kind of cool. So
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah,
My
anytime you would
deck
attack
sucked.
your opponent, you can choose to attack the pot of gold. There was like 20 gold in the pot. And then, we were trying over the weekend to accumulate the most gold to win for your team. It was kind of cool. So yeah, like first time we did, we did an old school cube, and it's a good cube. I do love that thing. And then Jason and I were on the same team. We managed to take the thing down, but man, I got Time Elemental. That was so freaking busted.
Yeah.
I had no idea how good that freaking card is. And
Oh, you crushed me in the
yeah,
game.
and then I got Stasis, and I got the Stasis. Like, I mean, you can never do that shit in real old school to have Stasis Time Elemental lock. And then just everyone was playing their gold stuff because you can only get gold by attacking with a gold creature.
Yeah.
And yeah, I pulled like four gold creatures or something like that. They were pretty decent. So I just kind of get control of the board, but I didn't get as greedy. Now Jason, he got the board in a lock. I wish he was on here to explain his day. He'd lock it up and then beat that pot of gold until he got all 20 every game. So
Dude.
I mean, he came in, he rolled into Saturday with so many points. It was a huge benefit.
Well, Jason's deck had Force Field in it, and you don't play like any disenchants in that cube.
No.
Dude, that's why you can pull up the stasis lock because there's no way to destroy it, man. There
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's a
no
singleton cube.
removal.
I mean,
If you-
there's a
if you-
disenchant in there. It just happened that I might have had it,
Dude,
Yeah.
there was no disenchants. Holy cow.
Yeah. Jason humiliated me in those games. He just was like just rocking me the whole time. I was like, God damn. It was fun as hell though. My deck had like all gold creatures in it. I basically played every one I pulled.
Your deck
I
was
surprised.
crazy.
You had so many gold creatures in yours.
Yeah, the mana base was actually pretty good too. I was surprised I got stuff out.
Did you have like 3 or 4 duels plus all the gold?
Yeah.
What the
Dude, I had
hell,
like
man?
6 duel. I drafted like 6 duels or something.
It was crazy. I'm like, how did this come to be? Because I thought everyone would be after him, but
Yeah, I
Just-
did too.
I don't know. It was crazy seeing the stuff that wheeled and, yeah, I don't know. I mean, but I had a crazy pack one, pick one. I put a picture of it somewhere. I guess it's on my phone, but it was like Brain Geyser, Sarah Angel, uh, Force Field. Shit, what it was? I'm gonna look it up. It was crazy because I did take a picture. I'm like, holy shit, how do you pick one this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
I did get a picture
my
like that.
options on pack one, I had a Fireball, a Wrath of God, a Sarah Angel. It was a dual land, a Brain Geyser, Mirror Universe.
Jesus.
All that in one pack. Like so many of those are just pretty much.
What'd you
yeah,
take?
first Brain Geyser.
Yeah, that's the right pick.
All right. I mean, Fireball was pretty strong too because that can just close some stuff out. But that Brain Geyser put me in blue, and like no one else played blue. It seemed like, or
Yeah.
that they were on the far other side of the table if they were. So, yeah, that was cool because it was fun to see people get greedy, try to get gold, and then lose. You know, it kind of gave you that turn to stabilize. I think that probably helped me out a little bit. I would be kind of on the back foot, and they're like, "All right, I'm winning this. I'm gonna go get me some gold," and then boom, I get a chance to come back, and it was over.
That was John's first time drafting ever too, right?
Yeah, he was
Oh
making
yeah,
some weird
yeah, the
noises,
Jonga. Yeah, you
dude.
never drafted.
He was losing his mind.
Who comes up with this shit? This is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more disenchant there. Sorry, or shatter or
Singleton, man.
something.
They're in there.
Singleton. Oh,
Come on,
my
the
gosh.
last time we used it, it was all about land destruction, and there's too much land destruction, and you know, then now it's not enough disenchants. It's the cube, man. You just
Not
gotta
enough
play it
dis-
more often. You'll understand it.
Yeah. It's really fun.
By the way, I was really surprised. You guys following? I'm sure Eric is the March Madness on Instagram.
Definitely.
No, I'm not. I did last year. I fought it last year. Is it the
Who's that?
Tundra Wolves guys? Is that who does it?
It's like old school MTG, right? Is that kind of his
yeah, that's
name or
right.
something? He's like the legit longest. I mean, I don't know his stats anymore. For the longest time, he'd just like never missed a post for like 2 years or something like
Yeah.
that. It was pretty crazy. So every year for March Madness, he does. Let me see. Here we go. Actually, a page for it. And I was just kind of surprised. Most of it makes pretty good sense so far. If you guys aren't following it, you should. I mean, Psyblast beat Holy Light by a mile. Stormseeker beat Amnesia. Wrath of God raped Hellfire. But the one that threw me off was Ice Storm versus Stone Rain.
Oh, really?
118 to 58. I mean,
Ice
really?
Storm's a way better card.
Yeah, Ice Storm's just bits.
What?
It
I
costs
mean,
one
what?
less,
It's
Land War Elves, man.
Is that what it is? Just because of the ramp? I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
red
I'm-
wants to burn you. Green's like trying to get rid of the Mishra's factories, right? So
Isn't Ice Storm one colorless, one green, and then, or is it two colorless, one green?
No, they're
They
both.
both-
Yeah, one red or one green
Oh,
and two
okay.
colors. So they cost the same essentially. I just thought it'd be a little closer. I mean, over double. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I see people play 4 Ice Storm in like every green stompy deck, and I've never seen anyone play Stone Rain besides like one of in the deck sometimes.
All right, so who's gonna win this? Armageddon or Ice Storm?
Probably Armageddon.
Yeah,
Armageddon, right? Yeah, that's what I would say.
What do you think the card that I'm on Team Psyblast for going the whole way because it's the right answer, but you guys might have a different.
I'm gonna be the other. I'm gonna take Stormseeker on that one just because I love that card so much.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well, it
think
is things you want to win, but Wheel of Fortune could go all the way.
Yeah.
I think Psionic Blast will go all the way, win the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
Psyblast is great.
I do like
I mean-
Stormseeker a lot, but dude, that card is just insane good.
What do you think? Time Twister or Acacian Town?
Vacation Town, obviously. Yeah. I mean,
They
so
both
this
suck.
is kind of interesting, right? Time Twister is ranked number one seed because it is one of the Power Nine. Card's really an unhinged, like insane card. I mean, you got to really have the right deck to be uh, utilizing it. Every time I play it, my opponent plays, I win, which is great.
It's
We all
only
can
good in
kinda do
red
that, too.
decks. Yeah, unless you're playing Black Vice and stuff, it's not good.
Yeah, it's very situational, man. And
What do you
this
think
is
is
kind
gonna
of a
win?
tricky one, but I don't know. I mean, juxtapose All Hallows Eve. I'm sure All Hallows is going to win because it's a higher seed, but juxtapose is so good, man. I love playing that.
I voted Juxtapose. I think it's a better card.
I did too. I don't think it's going to win, but there's so many tricks to juxtapose, but it's complicated. There's a lot of words in the card, so people don't always understand it.
What's gonna
I mean,
win
both
the
of those
whole
have a lot
way?
of text.
What do you think is gonna win, Dad?
Over the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Fortune.
Huh. No.
I mean, I don't know eventually what's going to beat out. Let's see, what's in the Wheels down here in its own bracket against Twister. I mean, does Twister, yeah, so that'd be the question. Does Twister beat Psyblast? That's kind of interesting.
The funny thing is, like, all those you need to play Psyblast in a Twister deck, right? Like, you're playing Atog or Burn if you're playing Twister. So they all just really are. That's why, like, you can't really say what the best Magic card is, right? Like, they are all situational. But
I guess, but yeah,
I mean, I would like Armageddon. I have like pet cards in here that I think are cool, but I just every time Psyblast just crushes me, dude.
Yeah, Cyclops is great.
they got Mana Short and Untamed Wild's pretty close to each other. I don't know about that. I think Mana Short's gonna. Well, man, oh god, yeah, I don't know. That'd be good. There's some good stuff. I love watching this. It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think is Mana Short played in Twiddle to like take extra turns to like when they can't get an extra turn. You like so it is actually like kind of a good card in that deck maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's like the best deck, right? It's like Twiddle Vault. It will only if they allow it. The problem with why Twister could win is because this isn't an Instagram page, and like a lot of people play EDH, and they're just like, oh, Time Twister is the better card because it's more famously known. Like if a modern day Magic player who only plays like Standard sees this, they don't understand how good Sonic Blast or Falling Star or something is.
See, I feel like Inferno should beat Fissure, and then Inferno should beat Time Twister.
Dude,
I
Fish is
love
kind of good.
Inferno's so freaking fun when
It's
just
fun.
make fun cards one day. All right, let's keep moving through the night. So the Ebon Fist mopped up the draft. Then we moved on to the Friday night gold event, which those that were coming were told about this, this gold feature. What were the banned cards there?
Blood Moon, Karakas, and Mazavith were banned. And I mean, if everyone's playing gold cards, you have to play like a 3-color deck. So Blood Moon's not really great. And without Blood Moon, I just felt like Karakas. Well, Karakas also bounces all the gold creatures.
Yeah.
And then if you're getting rid of Blood Moon, just get rid of Mazavith because it's just not going to be fun to like maze the gold creatures attacking. It was just, I'm not saying they were too good, but it wasn't going to improve gameplay with those in
Yeah.
the.
You
Wouldn't
could have
made
done
it more
maze,
fun.
like maze doesn't work on the pot of gold, just like
could've.
Landwalk didn't.
Oh, that'd been kind of cool twist on it, yeah.
But how do you do that though? Because it's just like you can maze to give your own creature vigilance, right? Like sometimes I'm mazed on my own cards. It would
Yeah,
be like
that's true. Yeah.
that's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Which we have a lot of rules already. People were confused as fuck about this
Oh, yeah,
format, dude.
yeah.
I answered so many questions.
Yeah.
And still no one knew how it worked. So very confusing format. I
So
heard you
about-
get some martyrs' cries off, Dad.
Yeah, it tried. God, this deck was so bad. I knew it would be, but damn, it was worse than I ever thought. I did get one time the lock that I think is real is Arborea Time Vault. Did that one time. That's really good. So
You did it against me, I think.
was it? Might have been.
Maybe.
Yeah,
No, not.
so
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Well, the first game that we played, you had me on lock. I couldn't do anything.
if the rest of this deck wasn't total shit, it's a pretty cool combo. Because and I only got one time vault, but you got to get out. So I got a couple of transmutes. But yeah, the way it works, I don't see people play this. I'm sure somewhere in history they did. But so you kind of get Arborea time vault out, and you have to give your opponent 2 turns, however that happens. So now you're going to come back to your turn. You got Arborea out, you got time vault out. The first turn, you tap the time vault, take your extra turn, play your lands, play your creatures, take your next turn, do nothing except pass, and Arborea is up. Your opponent takes his turn, untap the time vault, give them 2 turns. So I guess it's better in creature heavy formats, but then it's back to you. So you get like 1 turn to do all your shit and another turn to do nothing except turn Arborea on, and then give your opponent 2 turns. And if they're on creatures, which they think you were, there's nothing they can do about it. They're just in this eternal lock, and it's a real simple setup. It's literally a 2-card combo. It'd be way better with like blue to protect it, maybe some other stuff going on, and you can do Millstone and other shenanigans or whatever in between there. What I was trying to do was ideally steal your stuff with a Rubiana or whatever our name is. I think there's Preacher in here also, right? Yeah, take a Preacher, take it over, bring it to my side, give it an Alchem's Tome, make it white, give it back to you, and then bounce all white creatures to your hand. And even while I control them, I bounce all the white creatures, draw a bunch of cards, and then I had Library of Lang and the Ivory Towers to gain a bunch of life. Never really set it up, though. I think Bazaar was a bit greedy. There's a lot. There's just too much going on here, man. This is I got Alchemist's Tome. I got a Life Chisel. I got everything in the deck does cost 2.
Thanos wand.
Yeah, the Thanos' wand allows you to make all your shit unblockable because you've sat around letting your opponent build up this insane battlefield, right? You got to get through it.
Yeah.
So if you have like 40, 50 turns, 60 turns, this deck could probably do something, but it didn't work.
I love how you have a Swords to Plowshare to balance in your sideboard. Like,
yeah, just in case,
sideboard.
Yeah.
Your
right
2 best
matchup.
cards are in the sideboard.
My sideboard is 7 cards even. That was all I came up with. Right? That's all I needed, just in case,
Sweet.
Didn't work.
Dude, but okay, so this is how we play Magic. Well, I guess people didn't get the memo because everyone was on those spikiest decks this weekend, dude.
Yeah, I missed the Spike Fest and the Spike Fest announcement, but
dude, it
Lord.
was just the best decks. Holy shit, I got my ass beat every game I played with these guys.
Let's see, here's a Friday night pot of gold. Is that what it says? Oh wait, no, that's someone else's. That's prize table. Oh, these are just. I don't know if there's other Friday night decks. What'd you play, Eric? What was yours?
I didn't post my deck photo in here. I didn't even take a deck photo from my deck, but I didn't play any gold creatures. I just played mono blue and then a bunch, and then like Sea Singer and Control Magics to take your gold stuff. It did okay. I mostly.
Oh, that's right. You were just gonna take gold with other people's cards. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that was not my pot of gold. That was my Saturday deck. My pot of gold deck sucked ass, man. It was so bad. It was basically I subbed in all the gold creatures that I had into that counterburn list and splashed black, and it was not good. It was way too slow and couldn't deal with really anything. Because I had to take out too much to put in gold creatures to try and get. I only got 6 gold all of Friday night.
Yeah, fair. So
I got the most gold when we played
Jack.
I got the most gold when we played Sorcery. When me and Rom did, we rolled a dice to see where the pot of gold went on the board.
Yeah.
And I play Templar and Sorcery. So if anyone knows about Sorcery, that's the multicolor commander or avatar.
You clean.
That was a super cool format, dude. I don't know how we could like adjust that. Have a square where there's like the Holy Grail at or something.
Yeah, we should do that. That was pretty fun.
Oh, it looks
That
like
was
my
pretty
dad
sweet.
froze. Dang. The podcast must go on.
I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you
mean-
guys fine. I'm frozen.
Oh, yeah, you're frozen. It's all good. We're a professional podcast over here.
Yeah, we
It
can
is so-
keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the sorcery pot of gold was crazy, though. Just, I don't know how we could improve that. Just having, like, I do like the idea of you roll the dice before the game, and then there's just a thing somewhere there.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that with the Holy Grail.
What-
I
what
couldn't
if
have
you
won
did it-
that. I couldn't have won any gold.
What if you just started the game, like you roll dice, and then you just put like a random assortment of all the equipment and the equipment in the deck?
Oh
Then you start the game where there's just like swords and shit laying around.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking awesome idea.
So we just
We
need
should
to
get a
we need to
four-player
buy
mat.
yeah we buy every single equipment, throw it in
Yeah.
sleeves, shuffle it up, and we just put like 5 equipment in play. Then
Yeah,
start playing.
dude, that's
be
actually an
cool.
awesome idea. That would be fun as fuck.
That would be sick.
And just rush out and get it and start whooping ass on each other.
'Cause it'd be like Pot
that'd be
of
like the
Gold.
melee format.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the battlefield, dude. Shit, everything's
Yeah.
already dead. Like, and it'd be like pot of gold because you don't want to attack your opponent. You're trying to move to get this shit. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you could be losing. Like you wasted way
Yeah.
too much time trying to get an Excalibur or something.
Yeah, and it would be really good to play things like, like Wall of Ice or Wall of Brambles and shit.
Yeah, to stop them coming in. Oh,
Mhm.
dude, that's a format. All right, I'm gonna buy every equipment and put it in.
Like you
another
could
deck.
build like a maze out of walls and then go in there and get some shit, and that sounds like fun. Enchantress would probably be good in that format.
You're right, dude. Dude, this is a sweet format.
We just
Made it
did
up.
it. Dude,
It's
your
gonna- I
dad's
mean, it's-
straight frozen.
Yeah, he is super frozen. It could be bad for
Frozen?
if
You
yeah,
guys hear
you're
me?
frozen. Did you? Yeah, I can hear you now. Hop out and back
Alright. All right. Good. All right.
in. He's like, all I heard was frozen. It's like a question. Dang. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't, also for people that don't know about the Battle for Ohio, though, not everyone comes Friday night. So there was like, I don't know, 10 people Friday. And that gives you like a huge advantage Saturday. Where me and Brandon said he didn't like that there was such an advantage because he felt like, like someone like Ben Rebel showed up and went undefeated in the event, and he
Yeah.
didn't get shit for it. We're just like,
Yeah.
congrats, Ben, your deck was really good. You should have been here last night, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then some people like some people show up and clean up in Pot of Gold, but then they just sleep all day through the
dude,
tournament.
we haven't even gotten to that, man. Sheesh. Sheesh.
I'm
Woo,
back. You guys hear me
dude.
now?
Yeah. You're still a little glitchy though.
Yeah, you're pretty glitched
Wait.
up.
Man, you guys are crispy on my side.
Dang.
You guys see this? That's
No.
recording? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Swear, everything's perfect fine on my side.
Well, if we edit
Yeah, I
this
feel
out,
like
it's
you
around
guys.
the 35-minute mark.
Yeah.
So Lord,
Okay.
we could edit this part out.
Yeah, we basically just had we invented a new sorcery format while you were
I'm not living the flood. I hear it just fine. I don't know what's going on down here.
I don't think anyone understood you, Dad. You sound real glitched up, like a robot. You sound like a Triskelion, dude.
Yeah, you do sound like Triskelion.
Mm-hmm.
That I told my dad I was so easy to give him the spice prize for Battle for Ohio.
Yeah.
But then being in the car with Jonathan, I think my dad still won, but Jonathan's deck was crazy spicy.
Yeah, he like that battering ram was fucking cool.
It was. I think maybe he should have played Brassman, but I did like Battering Ram.
Yeah, battering
Oh, you're
ram.
back on that.
Brassman would have been good too. I didn't even think about that. What did he liked it for the banding, I think.
Yeah. It was cool.
He-
It was sweet.
He also was playing Pendlehaven with it, but then somebody
Oh.
pointed out that I don't think that was technically legal.
Oh, yeah.
Is that work with lands like that though? You can play off-color lands, can't you?
No, because
No,
that's the
okay.
mana symbol. You could play something like City of Brass that says any color.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. It was the
Cheeto pizza.
a lot of confusing formats. So
Yeah, that's
I was
cool though. That's fun about it. I like that.
yeah, I was lenient if someone had something weird like that in their deck. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
on the
didn't
way
want to
up
play
there,
the
we were
Moxes.
trying to recreate the Cheeto burger that Jonathan had the year before because we had no vegetarian options,
Yeah.
and he ended up eating like 6 Cheeto burgers. So we were at the gas station. We went to Kroger, couldn't find it. And finally, we're at the gas station. Jason's like, "Dude, that's them. That's the ones." We were all excited. So so we picked up a big old bag of those, and then Jason he did proceed to eat a full Cheeto pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, he said it was good.
Then this was the drink I brought. I brought a alabaster potion. And then Eric brought, you had, which is pretty funny because my wife literally picked up, saw 2 of these Monster Energy Viking brew berries or whatever. She found them and brought them home. I didn't even tell her that, oh yeah, we just mixed those with Gongster over the weekend.
Yeah, usually Gongster has to be the Nitro one, and since Team Barbarian one, we used the new monster that had the Viking on it, only because it was a Barbarian themed. I think Gongsters are pretty insanely medium goodness, but the Viking Berry one was worse than the Nitro.
And
I drank them all night.
I did snag this painting. This is the Stang Twin token, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
you got it for most barbaric deck, dude. You played every barbarian. Hazazon, Keldrin Warlord, Stang. You had it all in there, dude.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, you had the most spicy deck ever, and you came across a combo that I'm sure people have done before, but it's super good, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why I've not seen it, but it's Living Plane and was the altar to sack creatures and then Fireball. So all you need is like a combination of 10 creatures and lands, but if your lands are untapped, you can tap them and then sack them and just Fireball somebody out of nowhere. So I was running lands with Diamond Valley. The deck was pretty bad, and then as soon as you hit like a good ice wall or wall of ice and wall of swords just is brutal, man. God, people cannot get through that. I rarely got castle out. I only had one of those, but the Disharmony was awesome with the Diamond Valleys. You just kind of sit there and people are like, "What the hell are you doing?" And Hazazon is the mascot, so that's the other option. If they know you're on combo, you just drop Hazazon with a boatload of dudes and just start swinging. And I did get greedy one time because I bounced him and just replayed him and made like a shitload of. Was that against you, Eric?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was, right? Yeah, because I was like, either you got it or you don't, and just kind of went for it and had 11 or 12 tokens out there and just was able to swing for the win. What came up more often than not was the frickin' Living Plane Earthquake. And either I would do it or my opponents would Earthquake me, and we'd all be without lands and just go into top deck mode. That happens so many times. Might be best to just remove that, honestly, because it was pretty bad. It was hard to come back from. I really liked it. Yeah, it was a cool deck.
I didn't see Rook Egg in your sideboard. That's pretty sweet.
So I did that. I did have a whole full sideboard plan one time. Went to the Rook Egg to sack, and I did some little Falling Star shenanigans. But turns out in this mascot format, the deck is still good with Deck and Black Plague. God bless, man. I could not. I freaking I did the. It was game 2, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna. What's the volcanic one where you can destroy a blue permanent, and then he counters it, and then I red blast it, and then he blue blasts my red blast. And I'm like, all right, he's fine. All right, he's attacking for 30. Okay, I'm dead. It was But
How
the
was
games that
Disenchant?
were
You never play it. Did
what's
you
that?
like it? How was Disenchant? I never see you play that card.
Yeah, a little overrated. I'll be honest. I think I might cut one disenchant next time.
Okay.
No, I don't know. There's something here though. I really like the Living Plane, Alter Fireball, and I put it out there, and somebody like Disenchanted, like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm a little suspicious. But I was sitting on, and like I had Channel Fireball like on the draw, but couldn't get it to go off. I had a complete against Ben. It was just a total non-game, just because I guess my fault for keeping it too many lands. And then the deck, I mean, the guys, typical for me. Best this deck's played all day against you, like Jesus. And that Wheel of Fortune, Angelo, and then passed the turn, and he mind twisted me for 6 and hit me with something else for the last one. So I completely discarded my hand. That was the end of that one. I had some bad, just old school blowouts, but in general, I think the deck's cool. I'm gonna do some more with it. I like it.
Yeah.
But that was the next day. Did we want to cover anything else Friday night before I completely blow off? And
I mean, we did the Viking funeral was sweet. If you can pull up the Jonathan pictures down towards the bottom.
Yeah.
We did a Viking funeral for our friend who quit playing Magic. He didn't really die or anything, but we burned a little Viking ship under the blood moon, and we had this.
You can kind of see it in there. We 3D printed a Viking ship.
Yeah.
And
it burned really fast. I don't think it burned.
Yeah, it did.
It was like instantly ashes.
It is just plastic. Then we had this sweet horn that everyone was playing.
Yeah.
That horn makes the funniest noises, dude.
Yeah. Sounds like a fart.
It's really hard to get it to fire off.
Yeah. Jason was doing pretty good. That's a sick photo.
That was super. Yeah, I got one amber there, but man, that blood moon dude was going off. It was odd that Blood Moon happened the night that Blood Moon was banned.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done like a Blood Moon event now. Probably would have just been like, all right, Pot of Gold's done. We're doing Blood Moon event now.
Yeah.
If me and Brandon especially, that's probably his favorite card, but Brandon was in the spirit, dude. He was full barbarian the whole time.
Yeah, flamethrower. He had helmets for people. We had our own beer mugs. I mean, I feel like this is a playmat right here. I mean, this is
sweet as well.
For sure.
So good. Man. Then those helmets were spot on, dude. They were on theme all weekend.
Yeah.
We had Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, Conan.
Conan nonstop over here.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian, Destroyer, and Red Sun, all play.
Yeah, every Conan movie. I was getting kind of up to speed on Conan. Look how full that bottle of Jack was right there, man. That was way early in the night.
Yeah, that was early then.
Life totals aren't looking too good in that game. If you see, I got a Dan at 13 life. That's not looking good.
Yeah, so the Music City guys came on strong Friday night. They could have been a contender.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened.
They were my team, man. Kind of.
Yeah. Was that your first team? Yeah, because you were like
I didn't really. I mean, I didn't really have a team on Friday night, but I ended up with one on Saturday.
You were the 7th man. Yeah, the Ebon Hands got way too many people for these kind of events. These other teams need to show up with somebody. Well, so I'm playing over here. Yeah, this is pretty typical for me. So I got, I got Arborea, Time Vault, Lang, Ivory Tower. Then I'm trying to get in for 2. You got to. Freaking Nicole Bolas you got over here.
Damn, so you had to pay 3 every turn with that Arborea out for no. Damn. That Arborea's got you down. Well, that was our theory, like that on Arborea, right? That like in these types of formats, like Mascot or this gold format, that if they like he's on Grixis color, so he has no way to destroy enchantments. Like there's no way to get rid of Arborea.
Yeah. It's just like a hard lock with 2 cards.
If you play against
I couldn't do anything
deck,
about it.
Like in Mascot, you can just play Arborea as a win con in your sideboard against red and black decks.
Yeah, it's true. I was completely helpless against that. There's absolutely nothing I could do. I just had to sit there.
So yeah,
And
Jason
Jason's kicking ass.
Solkadar. Oh no, he
Nettling
was on.
Tetsu Umezawa
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go, Tetsu and
with Nettling Imp. Yeah.
Nettling Nip. Nettling Nip. He was talking about that on the way home. How good Nettling Nip is, because
Yeah.
there's so many times you can't attack. You just make it attack. Moats out or whatever. Attack. Oh, you can't. It dies. You don't realize how powerful Nettling Nip is.
Yeah.
And I
Nettling
do
Imp's
kind of
sweet.
feel like Nettling Nip might be underplayed.
So
Yeah.
what? Imp Moat, is that a deck? So because it kills it if it can't attack.
Yeah, like any reason they can't attack Imp Arborea, like if
Wow.
you tell it to attack and it can't, it dies.
I think Arborea you can attack. It's just that it doesn't do damage, maybe.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
It's like
That's-
probably like a fog, right?
That's funny. Yeah, that's kind of a weird look. I was listening to All Things Considered, and they were talking about it's a Mind Flare. Is that what it's called? Mind. Crap. It's an Ice Age card. It's so good. I don't know how it skipped past me. I'm gonna look it up. But so what? Anything else
Mind
happened Friday night?
Is it Mind Warp?
No, Mind Whip, I believe, is what it is.
So Friday night, we didn't know that Josh was coming. And at like midnight, Josh from Music City Old School just comes walking in the basement, and his brother is Brandon, and Brandon's just chilling. But I think they had like a family reunion when they saw each other, man, because they stayed up all night long, and
That's
they
pretty
had the
tough.
best time of their life. They didn't go to bed
Yeah.
till 10 the next morning.
Yeah.
And anyone that stayed the night, dude, we were like, it looked like we were like on drugs. Like we just were so tired, dude. They laughed and freaking screamed all night long.
Yeah. I was happy they were having a good time. I probably only slept 1 hour that night though. Like
1
maybe
hour for
tops.
sure. And I drank every beer I had was a gongster, dude. So I went to lay down and like it was the only old school event that I wish I like drank more so I could have got to sleep, dude. Because I was like, I was like kind of chilling. I wasn't too drunk or anything. Just a lot of caffeine. I was like, I'll feel good tomorrow. But the lack of sleep, I would have just rather
Yeah.
been slamming the
I
Jack
yeah.
Daniels with Josh and slept
Yeah.
through the night.
I smoked a blunt about 3:30 just to like make myself tired enough to go to sleep.
I don't smoke, but you could have probably convinced me, dude. That would have probably knocked me out. I was thinking about going and sleeping in my car or something, man. They were having the best time of their life. So
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of sounded like you, Eric. I was up there about 5 a.m. when someone was cackling out of control about winning something. I'm like, is that Eric? I'm like, I
No,
don't
it
think
wasn't
so.
me.
I think there's no way. But it,
some
So,
old school
yeah.
events, 5's normal, but this one I was just trying to get some good sleep. Oh man, yeah. I had to drive home the next day, so wasn't me.
Well, look how good Mind Whip is. Sorry, we'll come back to this. But yeah, so they have to pay 3. Otherwise, it does 2 damage to them and then taps it. So, I mean, it costs 4, but damn, man, if you're doing any kind of like land destruction or a paralyze or something like that,
Yeah.
they're just taking 2 over and over again. It costs 4, but I had not been aware of this. They were just talking about, I think it was in Alice, how good it is. But man, imagine this with like sinkholes and just kind
Yeah.
of doing some land destruction, and then God forbid throw in a freaking Nettling Imp and then make it attack after it had just tapped itself and did 2 damage
yeah.
and then kill it. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I dropped like $4 and bought an entire playset of these things for Auntie.
Oh
Baller.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Black is too good in Ante, dude. You can just show me any black card in Ice Age, and I'll say, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but dude, Mind Whip. That's where it's at. A great name, Drew Tucker. I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah. It's a cool card.
I feel like Drew Tucker will be over at some barbecue or something later this year. He's available, but I'm gonna see if I
Dick
can get him
Whips.
to sign me a Mind Whip.
Yeah, Dick Whip would be a sweet Ante card for sure.
Yeah, I'd definitely be packing some Dick Whips till this is done. So
Big whips. That was for Jason.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
guys play
Jason,
any ante?
Jason couldn't make it, and he's like, "Please put in some dick jokes for me."
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm starting to like label Alpha through Alliance ante as cock magic, dude. Cockfighting. So I'm gonna start putting chickens on all the cards because that's I mean all it is a bunch of penises. So, and then South Park did that episode on the cockfighting thing. So
Well,
I love playing ante.
I know you were talking about putting together a big ante event or whatever. I talked to Joe today. He called and said he was trying to find people for Kumite, and I mentioned he said he would help out. So I want to reach out to him. He's inspired to put together a Kentucky style event somewhere. So maybe we'll get something coming. We'll cock magic up our sleeves.
yeah, there could be a cock magic fight coming up, boys.
Go ahead
Alpha
and polish your
through
cocks. Get ready.
I think everyone just kind of I don't know why the last 2 years everyone's playing like incredibly spiky old school decks. So now Alpha through Alliances is like where it's at. I think everyone's like, oh, this is it because everyone's kind of like burnt out on old school. And maybe not for us. I still have 50 decks I've never even built, but
I know I've
mean-
got like 3 really spicy brews I'm working on. But
yeah, I don't know why people are playing Serendib and Lion in every deck, but Alpha through Alliances has a lot of room to brew. I mean, that there was like a top 8 deck at Bootleggers Ball that was playing freaking Wall of Light. You know, I mean, there's a lot of spicy things you can do in that format.
yeah,
so
so
you-
rolling into Saturday, we had a top spice and some prizes for first place for the weekend, and then prizes for first place on Saturday, right? So I got the new 3D printer, which I'm addicted to, and printed this pretty sweet. I did like this thing. I didn't intend to win it, but there wasn't much competition except Jonathan. I might have to print him a small one.
His deck was cool, dude.
His deck was cool. He didn't give us a deck photo, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
But you-
I might print him a small spice, top spice or something like that. But
Your deck had all the barbarians in it, though, man.
I did go full barbarian and
Yeah.
a theme I had not really seen played out before. So I didn't want to, like everyone else, you want to win your own event, but and we also can't not talk about the freaking playmat, dude. Fucking A, man. It's so good.
People in Canada want to know, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it is.
yeah. Jason saw a dude in Canada. He reached out to me on Discord. I'm gonna send him one.
It's supposed to replace the new currency in the United States. That we're just going to trade Battle for Ohio
Yeah.
playmats. I mean,
Yeah,
God, I
I'm
can't
gonna put a
believe-
huge tariff on the one that I send to the
fucking-
dude in Montreal. I think he plays with the Tundra Wolves guys sometimes, or he said he used to every once in a while on Thursdays. So maybe it'll end up on their channel sometime. You never know. That'll be funny. Ebon Hand shit on there.
But yeah, I mean, you threw the football and this guy's hand kind of looked like Cincinnati Bengals in a fun way.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny or
Yeah.
whatever. Is that his name?
Who is it?
Oh, Johnny. It's a.
Oh yeah, the guy's right.
yeah. I didn't really pay much attention to them. Yeah, they turned out pretty good, man. I was pretty stoked on them.
Yeah, the
look
freaking
good.
bridge is on fire.
Yeah.
Harambe's got the
shit.
tits that Jason
Yeah.
always wanted. He went on and on in our group chat about the perfect size and the handful. I mean, it was just kind of absurd. And sure enough, next thing you know, Playmat shows up. Harambe's got, Pretty nice
I had to
tits.
do that for Jason, man.
yeah.
It's cool that it's not on the card, but it's on the playmat. It's like the corn apes. There's a lot of those floating around, but there's only like 20 of the mats with the boobs on them. So
Yeah. Yep. That's right. It's got all the team mascots on it. It's got the Akron Legionnaires and the Columbus Kobolds, Cleveland
It-
Rocks.
it looks like the Ebon Hand's like the villain too, which I really like.
Yeah.
Like sneaking over the city, staring at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look like the.
I'm about to
Jokers.
make the amnesia guy with Ohio shot through his head as like the mascot for the Ebon Fist. Though. I mean, about to switch. That is such. I don't know where you got that idea, but it is so freaking good. It's so
Dude, I
just
funny.
might
love
get
that
that as
card,
a
man.
tattoo, man. That's like
Yeah.
the coolest artwork.
I love that card. It's such a good card, and the art's so crazy. It's just like I remember the first time I saw that card and just being like, ugh.
We need to get some proxies made with that artwork on it for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good call for sure.
Yeah, Amnesia with that. He's really pink. Is he pink in the other one?
So I like put the brightness up a lot on that photo when I sent that first batch of mats, just because I liked how kind of crazy vivid it was. But the second batch, I just did it natural light, so it's a lot more faded out.
It's so great because it's like alpha to revised
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
mats, which
yeah.
is crazy.
I was thinking of sorcery. I thought it was funny how, the first wave of beta is super washed out and the second wave is just like lots of bright colors, and nobody wants the first wave.
Yeah, no, nailed it. Perfect. Perfect. Such a great mat.
yeah.
What else do we need to hit on? So we got into the main event Saturdays. So those that were still awake. I mean, I came downstairs. Those guys, they were hammering like, "Hey man, why are you still up?" I'm like, "Cause it's 9 a.m."
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, what time is it? It was a basement. I'm like, yeah, man. So
Josh got there at like midnight, right? He got there super late.
Yeah. Yeah, they were going hard. They were having a good time.
Maybe not midnight, but probably like 10 or 11. Josh rolled in.
I drove
Yeah,
9 hours. I mean, we have to. I mean, do we want to talk about the beef now? The beef is back.
Oh, the beef is back. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, where's
I
the
don't-
beef? It's freaking in Tennessee. That's where it's at. You sons
Yeah,
of
I
bitches.
talk shit to Josh, but I think everyone talks shit to Josh so much, and we were pretty cool, and there was no beef the whole time. And then he stole the barbarian flag, which was so
just-
sweet. I
just says-
respect it.
Oops. And this is at his house in Tennessee.
I respect it so much, dude. That was so good.
We gotta roll the
respect.
we gotta roll the
Fuck
bootleggers
them.
ball.
No respect to be given.
Yeah,
Still
I'm gonna
AT
get it
flag.
back, dude. It's fine because I'm gonna get it back. So fuck Josh. The beef is back. It's more fun to hate him anyways. So
He is a hateable, likable kind of guy. Yeah.
yeah,
Who
he
they
said
were
he was
gonna
gonna
play?
get the most spicy deck. His deck was fucking not spicy at all. He hardly played in the main event. He
Did
was
he
sleeping.
play at all in the main event?
I played him. Yeah, he played 2 rounds. He
Oh,
slept
he
the
did.
first 3.
Yeah.
Eric, here's yours. What'd you play? Run us through.
So I've just played White Weenie for so long, and I want to start playing Geddon now as like my switch of like a good deck to get good at. So I just did that in Mascot. Usually I think I'd want to play like Serendib over some cards, but I was color restricted. So rather than playing like a green, white, blue Mascot, which would have been probably better, I wanted to go with the like a cooler casual one, which was Lord Magnus, because he is a 4/3 that with first strike that removes Forest Walk, so it makes your Urnums better. It ended up not making Urnums better, but him being just a 4/3 with first strike was actually pretty solid. Like he's not a bad creature. But I really didn't play.
You'll tussle with Sarah and take her out, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, for
That's
sure. The
legit.
4/3 first strike is huge, actually. Land tax was really bad. I definitely wish I would have played like 4 Spirit Link. That was the best card. With the like Juggernauts and stuff, there's like a lot of aggro that I played against and everything. And anytime I could just get one of my massive creatures, Sarah, Juggernaut, or Urnum with a Spirit Link from the sideboard, I'd win. There was one time I was playing against Josh, and he had a Juggernaut out, and I had like 4 Llanowar out. Or I would play 3, so like some birds and Llanowar. And I put a Spirit Link on his Juggernaut, and he's forced to attack. So I just block every time he just attacks me for 5, and he's playing like a red burn deck. I just block with an elf, gain 5. Eventually, I looked at him and I'm like, the only way you're gonna be able to beat me is if you bolt your own Juggernaut. And he like sighs and does it, like after he had just attacked. So he attacks me and I'm like, you have to bolt your own Juggernaut. And he's like, damn it, you're right, and then bolts it. So he gave me 5 life before doing it. but there was just no way a red deck could beat that. But it was just a green white deck. Nothing. It wasn't spicy, but it wasn't like good. I just like playing like big 4 and 5 drops. So just a
How
fun
was
deck to
Jug
play.
good? Did you like playing the Juggernaut in it?
Dude, for sure. Yeah, it was like turn 2 Juggernaut, turn 3 Juggernaut every game.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love
Armageddon.
Juggernaut.
Armageddon was super clutch because I had to play. I freaking get 1 hour of sleep, wake up, and I drink 400 milligrams of caffeine. Get a bye round 1. Then I have to play against the deck, and I get wrecked game 1. But then when I bring in like Dust to Dust from the sideboard, I actually stand and Concordant Crossroads for Abyss.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
have a pretty good chance against the deck, and I beat him game 2, but which is crazy because this deck should not beat the deck. But dude, I was just like, my hands. I'm not a nervous person. My hands don't shake when I get nervous, but my hands were like literally having seizures. Like freaking missed the first Chaos Orb flip on the.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. The deck, it's obviously like insanely good because you don't have to. You get to cut Sarah Angel,
Yeah.
and play Dak and
Dakon.
Blackblade.
Yeah.
So you have like a win con as
Yeah.
your mascot.
Mhm.
Insanely powerful. I was excited I beat it once. It would have been cool to orb flip and actually have beaten the deck
Yeah.
with this junk, but
Yeah. He lost 2 to orb flips, didn't he?
yeah, he lost against Ben Revel. Everyone was
Yeah.
hoping Ben's deck was sweet. His deck was really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what he played at Thrash, wasn't it? It's pretty close.
Similar, but I think so now Ben Revel, but if anyone doesn't know, Ben Revel only plays Reanimator pretty
Yeah.
much. And now he's playing a new variant where he just kind of has creatures that he can cast. He doesn't play like Lords of the Pit and stuff. And then he plays the All Hallows Eve sideboard.
Oh,
he-
okay. He's not.
He's just
maining it?
playing Bizarre Baghdad and like a control list and then just animate dead strikes.
Yeah.
And then against like the deck, he brought in the All Hallows Eve because then he can mill his entire deck away and get like 15 creatures.
Yeah, he
But-
was crushing, man.
Yeah, he knows that deck super well. He plays
Yeah.
Bizarre and Vintage. Like Bizarre is definitely his card. He's crazy
Yeah.
good at it. And I can't believe more people weren't playing your mascot, dude. Your mascot was nuts.
That deck did really well, man. I was really having fun. I know it's just straight up counter burn, but like, it's the first time I've ever played straight up counter burn in any sort of competitive environment. It was pretty fun, man. You get an early eel out, it's fucking kind of crazy. Like, you can just start swinging immediately, and then that's really all you need is like a little bit of extra damage up front. It did really well. I went 3-1. It was pretty fun.
Eel's got the most flavor of any creature, dude. It's literally like a sorcery
Yeah.
card. Like every
Yeah.
time you touch
Yeah.
it, it shocks you. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. I played it wrong the first time because I thought it did damage every time you pumped it. So I was doing 1 to myself every time I pumped it. I just never took the time to read the card.
Yeah, it's
I
like
was
at the very end. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
saw
was-
the 1 damage and I saw it was after the activation cost. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Was Control Magic insane? I feel like I would have played more.
Well, no,
Control
it
Magic.
does 1 damage to you when you pump it up.
And 1 when it's brought into play. So he was doing the 1
okay.
damage.
I missed the when it came into play when the first time. that I
Gotcha.
played
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you like I just imagine the dude like pulling an eel out of the dirt, like getting shocked and then setting
Yeah.
it down and then like giving it magic and like shocking.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sorcery card, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Tons of flavor.
It's a fun it was a fun mascot. It was cool. I got that idea off of Brandon, and I think that you guys probably workshopped that the first time. But other than that, it's fucking counterburn, it's pretty straightforward. The control magic was pretty good. I thought it was going to be better. I only packed 1. I should have probably put 2 in there because everybody had a creature the whole time.
Well, I prepared for a lot of creatures and then played against like the deck and shit.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
it was weird for sure.
Oh, dude, Psychic Purge from the sideboard every time, good. Every fucking time.
Was it? I was going to ask. Yeah.
Every time, man. Like, that's how I beat Cody that 1 game, the last game we put, because I won the first, he won the second, and then I ended up winning the third because I had those Psychic Purges in there. Same thing. The 1 game I beat Stoomy, he beat me 2. it was because of Psychic Purge.
I think you're the only one that beat Cody, dude. Cody's Battle for Ohio champion. I can't believe you beat him, dude. Not that your deck's like he's always been like undefeated there. It's
Dude,
crazy.
Dude,
It's his event.
hippie mascot was fucking crazy, dude. That's just
Hippie
stupid.
mascot is way too good. Yeah.
It's so good. I was just like, damn, I wish I would have played that because like it's almost a turn one hippie every like he would just be like, I'm sorry, dude. Like
Oh yeah, he's so nice. He's like apologizing.
yeah. He'd be like, I'm playing a turn one hippie again. I'm like, okay, man, fuck.
I mean, dude, that has to be. I mean, I don't know. Like after the event, there's two people playing Ball Lightning as their mask. That's what.
Yeah, there was a couple Ball Lightning. I saw a couple Angus McKenzie and a couple
Yeah.
Deck and Blackblade, right?
Yeah, two Dak and Black Blades for sure.
Yeah, Angus McKenzie was good. 'Cause you
I'm
could
not
just
sure
fall.
how I feel about Ball Lightning. I mean, it seems like an obvious thing early on, but the first one's 3, the next one's 5. I mean, you really
Yeah.
pay 5 for a Ball Lightning?
Yeah.
I think
deck
it's
is sweet.
really good because burn starts now. You have basically 8 cards in your hand in a burn deck. It's like it's like enough. It's the finisher. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Josh was playing Gauntlet of Might in his though, so that he had no problem.
Oh,
with
yeah.
another Blood Moon. And there's not a cooler looking red deck in the world. Drunk Wookie has the coolest cards.
It's pretty sweet. There's a lot of cool shit in there.
That's insane. I was near marveling at the Wheel of Fortune, this Blood Moon.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do appreciate him bringing back the Maze of Ith from the year previous.
Yeah.
I like
that's
the
cool.
lightning bolts melting.
The lightning bolts are
That-
sick. They're like melted and burned up.
He's got the Old Order Black Vices in there.
Yeah. The Hobbit Goblin.
Yeah, that's from the old cartoon. What's so sweet about his deck though is he has really good artwork, but then he also rocks with like some shitty artwork.
Yeah,
which you just
yeah,
gotta love, dude. Like
Yeah.
the mixture of just like old school like prize wall cards versus like some shit he had paid a lot of money to get done.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Nothing too shitty, but just the like little, just little like drawings on everything's altered. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The deck.
The
with
deck.
The deck
Blackblade.
sucked.
Robert, I wish I had got to meet Robert without him playing the deck. I would have totally been his friend. I was giving him shit the whole day, man. I'm like, man, I never even seen you before. You come in here with Black Border the deck. Like, where'd you pop out of, dude?
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty
it's not
sick.
totally the deck. You got a freaking Guardian Beast.
Got a
in
Guardian
there.
Beast.
And again,
People have been doing that though, haven't they? Is that like that's like the new tech on that shit? Because you
That's
got to
not
get
a
that
bad card in
parfait.
the deck, man.
No, with a Chaos Orb and with, I mean, that alone makes it worth. That's fucking ridiculous.
yeah,
But also-
Dakin was so freaking big when he was attacking. It was like 8/8 or something like that.
Yeah.
But really, all
you
you,
don't
you
deal
just
with
get
it
to-
so fast, you're over.
You just get to cut the Sarah Angel and the Fireball, and now you just get to play Maze of Ith. Like,
Mhm.
fuck, dude,
Yeah.
dumb good.
Oh, here's,
Oh yeah, he was getting work out of that maze.
Oh, Jonathan's got great deck photos.
Here's Jonathan's deck. All right, so he's got
This is his gold deck.
8 land destruction. All this is the gold deck from the night before.
But that's a sick land destruction deck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Nether Void, it's the full
He's
package.
got
John
some goblins. Yeah, Nether voiding you out, playing a goblin, attacking for gold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That's like that deck. I can't believe. Did he do really good? You guys won, so he must have grinded a ton. Of
Yeah, I
good.
didn't see him. He must have not made it. Might have not been in the best mental health right then.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, middle of Friday night. I don't know. Jonathan knows how to have a good time.
Dude, his deck was crazy spicy though.
Just the Guardian Beast, like Chaos Orb block is so good. And then the copy artifacts.
But he's got
copying everything.
Cyclopean.
I don't
Tomb.
know what was going
Yeah,
on with
the
the
Cyclopean
Cyclopean
Tomb.
Tomb.
He's got Swamp Walk, dude. Swamp King
Yeah.
does.
He was using that against the Goblin deck. He just had it on lock because he kept using Cyclopean Tomb to turn everything into a swamp. Dude couldn't do anything. And then that battering ram, he had the battering ram out. It seemed like cool. He said on the car ride home, he said he had battering ram in there so he could transmute artifact it into what orb or whatever.
Or disc, anything. I mean, he's got
Yeah.
kind of a little package of artifacts options. No, it was cool every time. I mean, I was a terrible captain. I didn't really plan to be in the middle. And so I barely paid attention to anyone on either side of me. But every now I'd look over and then kind of like delay the game and try to hop in and help them out. I don't know where this ball came from, but I saw it like early on the prize table.
It was like a Chaos Orb game they played at Chalice.
Yeah, I think Jonathan brought it.
Yeah, Jonathan showing off he was a Chalice bastard. So lucky.
That would look like a cool event.
Did he lose? I mean, this is one of the best decks as well. Like you've got this is the deck as well. So fuck Jason. I mean, he has one. Does he have a regrowth? Is that the only green card? I don't even see it in there. So he's playing white blue control.
Yeah.
It's got green box.
A green Mox for sure. But he has. I mean, Angus McKenzie, Millstone, Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Well, then Joe from the Orb, he wasn't able to make it with some family issues. I texted him, like, can I see the deck you were going to play? And he sent me the exact same deck. There it is, the same deck. Joe was going to play that.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
got 2 modes in his.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
He's got the
What he's got.
Misfits
Yeah.
and Luke Skywalker. I mean, his is a little different. He's got the
It's the
regrowth.
same fucking cards, dude.
They're different because they're altered, all right?
Yeah, it looks different. It's the dude, Angus McKenzie Millstone must be stopped, dude. That shit. Mascot's a really good format, but dude, there's some toxic shit you can do.
Yeah.
It should be a
It's
casual
so
format.
fun to freaking Field of Dreams Millstone is. You need to do it. It's just so fun because you're trying to keep them off their lands or whatever, and then you like mill them and then get hit a land or whatever, or you're trying to keep them off time walk or time twister so you can, mill them out. It's such a fun setup. I love it. I don't know. You almost need to try it.
Oh, I played Jason's deck before. I played that deck. He let me borrow
You
it.
did like a tournament because I like ran
Yeah.
it for like a winter derby or something. It
Well,
was so fun.
The thing about the deck and Millstone and stuff like that is you have to be really good at it because like the deck only wins if you can play 2 games. Like the
Right.
deck, we're going to time way too much in our event. Like everyone was doing orb flips that were playing these hard control
Yeah.
decks. Like if you're gonna be playing these decks, you have to know how to like interact way harder. What's actually a threat, what's not. Like, and that's something I couldn't do. I couldn't play an event with the deck or Millstone because I would just like counterspell everything and make the game last for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't like to I don't like to go to time like that. It's not fun.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm playing like 18 creatures in every deck till I die. You can tell that they're really excited. Look, he's excited for it. He's like, oh yeah, it's a red card. Everyone's like, is this a rebel flag Badlands?
Dude, I loved his shirt. Golf of America established 2025. Greatest shirt. Greatest
Oh, I
shirt
didn't even
I've
see
seen
that.
in a while.
Yeah.
Look, he's
That's
the fucking
funny.
man. Everyone that showed up was so cool, for real.
Yeah, everybody was great. It was fun.
I like this one because they said it looked like my penis was hanging out.
It does.
it really
look like Nick
Holding the trophy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Balancing the
not
trophy of you.
not a super crooked penis. No,
Yeah.
no, with a fingernail on it.
That looks
That's
like
not
maybe
me.
a ball slipped out of a hole in your jeans or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, I'm not opposed to like taking that photo, but that's not that photo. All right.
Dude,
Yeah.
For next
I think it's the
year's-
way you're standing mostly. It looks like you're really proud of something down there.
That's
I'm
true.
using
Yeah.
that picture. I'm using this picture for fucking Battle for Ohio 4. I'm gonna alter it. I'm gonna alter this picture, dude. There's a lot of bad shit you can do with this.
Just
altered
comes all the
picture.
way over here to Jonathan's mountain.
I mean, look at Jonathan's hand, dude. This shit can get crazy. man.
Yeah, he just all the way right
Hosted by
around.
the
and-
Ebon
yeah.
Fist.
Oh, listen.
Yeah,
solid
there's
idea,
gonna be
that,
some
maybe.
large dildo in that photo sometime soon.
It was
What do you
definitely
guys think? Is there anything fully broken, busted in Mascot that's bad? I mean, I guess I thought the deck wouldn't be as good because you could keep replaying your mascot, but it turns out it was pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
He didn't have
also
he
hold
didn't
it.
have like a undefeated record or anything though.
Yeah, I mean, if someone like that plays the deck a lot, it's unbeatable if you really play the deck a lot and you know how to play super fast and not go to time. You'll never lose. But
Yeah,
the deck is kind of already like that. And who cares? No one
yeah.
played workshops. No one played. I thought there was going to be a ton of Electric Eel. I think that's like an obvious pick of like one of the top for sure. But no, it's a good format. I wish people played a little bit more spicy, you know.
So Stumi did a land destruction, and he like
Yeah.
wrecked me the first game. It seemed like I came back somehow, but yeah, he was on a pretty hard build.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
It was sweet. Yeah, he wrecked me pretty good.
His deck's awesome. Does he play Nether Void? No, but he doesn't really need.
Yeah.
That just means he probably doesn't even need to. He's just locking you out so fast.
Yeah, Elves of Deep Shadow is a great one. That's
Yeah, that was a
solid-
cool one. I thought
Dude,
about that for a minute.
solid
Elves of Deep
option.
Shadow would be so sweet with Eureka because then you don't have to play freaking any ramp. Your mascot's your ramp, and then everything else is a big creature. I think if I might make that deck. That sounds too good, really. Same with Lich. You could do Eureka Lich combo in that.
His mascot was Troll, right? That's who he was
Yeah.
playing. Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough match. Every time I play against
There were-
Disco Troll, it makes me want to play it.
A couple people were on monocolored decks, right?
Oh, red
Go.
decks.
Yeah, red.
Yeah. Red and then the black
Him, dude.
Hypnotic.
Turn 1 hippie, turn 2 him. Every game. It's really
Every
good.
fucking game.
Every fucking game.
Well, sometimes Brandon, he almost won like every game he played. He was so close every time. But Brandon played, he didn't post his deck photo. It's a Scarwood Bandit, but he plays no other goblins, but just 4 Goblin Grenade.
Yeah.
So that he can just blow up his mascot. But then he played like Scrib Sprites, Curd Apes, Giant Growth, Berserk. And I think that's also one of the best decks. Like every time it was just so close, dude. He had 1 life his opponent would be at.
Yeah.
Nothing too busted. I think it's a better casual format though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably right. I mean, if you want to get really serious, you probably run the deck and Dakin or whatever. That's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean he and Ben went to time and Ben ended up winning an orb flips.
I mean, Ben beat me because I'm a bad Magic player and I drew 11 lands in the game, so I didn't really get to play him. So I don't know. Maybe he's just, his time has
Ben's
come,
deck
but-
is so pimped though. Look at that.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's
Everything's
fucking
born
cool.
and signed.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He loves that deck though. I mean, he's played it for 5 years.
It's a sweet deck. I mean, I get it. It probably
Dude.
just gets better the more you play it.
What language is that Korean? Because Korean Spirit Link looks freaking like it's in a sideboard, like something from Egypt or something. That looks badass.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing about Ben, right? Well, he speaks 6 languages. Yeah. You wouldn't know it talking to him, but he is multilingual. He learns a new language every 3 years, so he's going to read all these before long. You ask him what this disenchant does, and he'll be able to tell you. It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Ask him what that sword does in Korean, he knows it. It's wild.
Dude, honestly, Ben's one of my favorite people, but man, he fucking goes turn 1 Mind Twist for 7. And then he's like, we can play it out if you want.
I remember that.
Why would I want to watch you play a Reanimator deck when I have no cards in my hand, dude? I've never been fuck you, Ben, more in my life.
Mhm.
And Ben was like, dude, you got to come down and watch me and Eric play because we have the best beefs. And he was so into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best beefs, dude. The beef is way harder now. Yeah, me and Ben
Yeah.
are boys for life. But man, that shit, I felt like
Mind Twist
felt
is
like I
total
would-
bullshit, right? We can just fucking get rid of Mind Twist forever.
it should
It's
be an
so
Ebon Hand
annoying.
rule. I thought it was an Ebon Hand rule, honestly. No, none of us play it. That
I
shit was,
don't even play it. I got this straight raped by Mind Twist, and I'm like, yeah, I don't play that. And they decided to put it in their sideboard because they were like a decent human. Might have been Ben even. I forget who did it. But it's like, is that fun? Like, do you enjoy yourself?
if I was
Are
playing
you having a
against
good
Ben,
time?
Brought a Gatling gun to the sword fight. You cool? You thrilled that you won that battle? Like, it's such a nonsense card.
I really would have mulliganed that if I was Ben, and like because me and Ben are such good friends, he should have mulliganed that. I'm just kidding. No, I mean you keep it right, a full twist, but man, that shit was rough. Yeah, I never will play that card. The only time I can justify it is if I'm playing the rack. Like if I'm gonna right because it's on theme with like a discard deck.
Yeah.
Like that, it should be banned unless you are like playing the card the rack.
Unless
you don't
you're
want to
playing
get
black. Mono
well.
black.
When you're playing it, you're playing black, right? Everyone does, man.
Yeah.
What if we do a psychic purge errata for the Ebon Hand that does 20 damage to you?
Oh, that's
Yo,
funny.
that's fucking sick.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, like we don't ban Mind Twist, but psychic
Yeah.
purge does 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Psychic
bring
Purge.
that shit. We don't care. Well,
Yeah.
like,
Just and
I'm
everybody
sorry.
runs Psychic Purge in their main. That's so
yeah,
funny.
just throw
yeah.
just one psychic purge, just floating in your hand, just stuck there. Damn it! What am I gonna? Oh, you gonna Mind Twist me? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Psychic Purge is my favorite card probably ever, so I would love that. I feel like every time I play a Mind Twist, it's like it doesn't win me games. I just am like, maybe I just suck at that.
Just
I'm always
like,
playing
I think
it.
I had 2 Mind Twist wins over the weekend. It was just like, yeah, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, it was printed. Whatever. What am I gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Well, you should really. So now that you've won Battle for Ohio, Dad, now you get to host the next one. So you should really, you guys now get to decide.
Yeah,
the
you get to
format.
decide if you can ban Mind Twist.
You can literally make Psychic Purge do 20 if you want. You can do anything you want. Brandon.
This
I mean,
is-
I get what
This
he's
is the
coming
first
from.
time I'm realizing there's no brain in 2 of the 3 trophies.
That goes to
Why is
you.
there no brain in 2 of the 3
Well, because
trophies?
one is the captain and the
Yeah,
other two
you
were
got
not the
the
captain.
one.
Did I get the? I did. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the captain.
I
Middle
don't
player.
even know how that happened because I'm just learning this 3D printer right now. But what the hell? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
Well, Brandon, he said that like he just thought it was bullshit that like Wookiee and like Team Akron did like super good and they got like 5th place. And then like Ben Rebel went undefeated and didn't get anything. He's like, now I get that the thing is it's supposed to be a battle in the last 2 days, but I don't know if we should do it like 2 separate events.
Oh yeah.
Like should it carry over the next day? Like
I
he's
mean,
like,
there's no way I could have been on a winning team because my guys were not that I care. I don't give a fuck about winning, but like it would have been impossible for me because my team was asleep all day long. But I guess that's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's difficult. I wish the other teams would step it up and bring, what I got 7 guys from our team. Like they should bring 7 guys from their team.
Yeah.
I don't know where everyone's at.
dude, I was hoping so much that
You see
Josh,
this? Like, he not show up? Come on.
I was thinking Josh and Brandon were gonna go and be like straight up badasses and play and drink through the whole night and then play in the main event.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I'm like, you guys got probably so much gold last night, but then they just went to bed. I was like, I woke up and thought that they were heroes, and then they were fucking out cold.
I wouldn't have been
So-
able to do it. I can't pull an all-nighter.
There was a sign on his head for a while that said, "I'm gay." I don't know where it went. It was funny. He was in like just around the corner, just passed out on an air
Yeah, he was.
mattress.
That was
So we
funny.
couldn't
when I
get him
finally saw it.
upstairs. He was so hammered.
It was he was sleeping in basically the event, yeah. And then his brother was upstairs on the floor, man, just crashed out. People were like walking over him and shit. But I mean, they didn't sleep that long, really. They slept for like 3 hours and then back at it. But
Yeah.
that would have been so cool if they played.
We had that weird sheep penis we put in his mouth, and he didn't even know about it.
Yeah, he didn't
It
know.
was
I
funny.
know.
I don't know why
Yeah.
Brandon had this sheep
Yeah,
penis.
do you remember when everybody there teabagged him for like at
It
least?
was- I don't know. Why did we not record that? It was so
No,
funny.
we did. I
I
think
have
Jonathan got
pictures.
photos. He's still developing them. I think.
Does
that
he?
they'll
I
be-
mean, Jonathan's ball sack was way longer than everyone else's. He was teabagging the hell out of him.
He does have.
He
an
never
abnormally
woke up. It
long
was
ball sack.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, put those monsters away. You're like knocking his eyes out. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It was insane. But we'll teach him for coming without a full team. Next year he needs to bring another person.
I
was-
mean, mascot was sick though. for
Yeah, it
real.
was really fun.
If-
It was awesome.
Are we gonna keep pushing that for the Ebon Hand format? I'd love to see.
I really like it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's insanely bust. I think it's fun. I like the fact that you can play these obscure cards and they actually like, have a home and can kind of build around some weird stuff. I mean, that event was the first time people ever saw it, so they all brought like legends and did 3 colors and shit. I'd like to see it go and run again, honestly. I don't know how we do that, but
Yeah, it was fun. I'll probably keep my deck together just because I had fun playing it.
yeah, I really like it. We're trying to figure out what to do next year. I mean, my first thought was just Mana Flare is always in play, but I don't know if that's a great format or not. Just
Do
I mean,
binge and purge. Mana Flare is always in play, and then Psychic Purge does 20 damage.
yeah, and Psychic purges 20. Yeah, so fuck your turn 1 to him. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
boom, you're out.
Twist is pretty good when you have Mana Flare, so
It is, but when you're playing 20 damage,
if
Psychic
you know,
Purge,
if you know that
not
if
so
you
good.
if you mind twist on turn 1 or turn 2 or turn 3 or whatever, your opponent might have a fucking purge in their hand and you just lose. Like that's pretty fucking risky.
I think that's the way to go, man. Have your freaking mind twist. Yeah, you bought a beta. You had freaking Richard Garfield come on it. You can keep that in your deck. Whatever. It's fine. You know, that's yours. You love it. That's your style. But guess what? You make me discard this thing. You're taking 20. I think that's a solid plan.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That's like a real fucking roll of the dice. Games will probably be over really quick though.
On the drive home we were talking about, I thought it was kind of a cool idea, like somehow to modify your deck. And we were talking all these different options. I was telling Eric today, like, what if we had like you draft it, start the thing, and the cards are like add like +1 power, +2 defense, reduce the casting cost by 1, like all the give it death strike, flying or death strike or whatever. And so you just get these modifiers on like sleeves and you draft them to start the event. And then you take all those sleeves and you put them on top of your cards.
That's pretty
And
cool.
Everyone knows it's coming. So there's like, here's the list of like the 15 cards in the pack. And we're going to draft this. And so you can be, I'm drafting Death Touch all day long, going full first strike, or I'm going indestructible, or whatever it might be. And like you have all these like things that are kind of, and then you draft those and then play the event because you can't plan around that. I think it's kind of a cool. There's something there.
Yeah, like you have to like basically finish building your deck the day of the event.
Right, yeah. So you know what you want to do, and then the draft never goes the way you want it to go. And you're just stuck with all these defensive cards or something. I don't know. It just seems like kind of a cool. Initially, I wanted to just kind of build throughout the day, and like towards the end of the day, your deck was busted. But I thought maybe if you just did like draft some shit, and then like maybe 3 rounds in, you draft another round of it or something like that, and they all like stickers, and you just put them on your sleeves, and you just keep loading all your shit and make your Shivan Dragon cost 4 less or something and hope you draw that fucker. You know, like turn 2, boom, it's down. And like, oh, wait, you've got a colorless swords? Oh, that's a little annoying. or you know what I mean? It's like it seems like there's something kind of there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Might
that
mess
sounds
with
sweet.
it.
It's like that what the one of those unsets from not that long ago, from like a couple years ago in Magic, they had the stickers, you know?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
could
that's
put
what. Yeah, Jason was like
yeah,
trying to be all
You should do
pro
that for Friday. That's what you should do for Friday, I think.
yeah.
Friday event. Yeah, not bad. Saturday, Psychic Purge does 300 damage. What's it
Yeah,
matter?
just you win the game if it's discarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
discard a Psychic Purge, you lose the game.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Every mono black deck is playing it.
You lose the
Oh.
match, dude. Lose the
Yeah,
match.
the whole yeah, all three
The
games.
whole match.
Yeah, just
It does
break the
60,
fourth
it does
wall,
40
whatever.
damage, and you just lose
Yeah,
2 games.
it's unlimited mind twist, but if
Yeah. It does 20 damage now and then another delayed 20 damage.
on the next turn.
Yeah,
next
on the
game.
next game.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 20
Speaking of
damage
discard,
now, 10 damage next game. That's pretty solid.
yeah, that'd be good. Speaking of discard, is this public knowledge, Eric, that the Alpha to Alliances
sure.
change?
You brought it up, sure. I was gonna make like that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna ban him to Torok and Alpha through alliances, and then allow Stupor. How do you say it, Dad?
Stupor.
Stupor from Mirage. So it's better for like if you're splashing black, right? Like you could play like a 3-color deck and splash that card, and you can still turn to the Stupor or whatever pretty easily with the Moxes because we have Ebon power. But it the reason why it's better is because you get to choose, you discard one at random, then get to choose one, so it does keep the games more fun. It sucks that we're the Ebon hand and we have to hate black, but black is just proven. It's just the only cards I've ever won in Alpha through alliances is fucking hippies. Like it's all people play. I mean, I would just like for someone. I play mono black and Alpha through alliances as well. Actually, mine's a little different than other people, but every card is good in Alpha through alliances. Every single one that's black is playable and super good. So we got. And I think what I'd like to say is not just that we're like banning him and allowing this, but we're just gonna tell people like, please play less black. If you only have that deck and you don't want to buy another alpha deck, like I get it, but it just kind of like, I mean, why even play alpha through alliances if it's just like let's just play a format that everyone plays mono black really.
I really like playing Pox though. I like fucking really have a good time, but because you don't get to play Pox that often.
Watch the Orb's most recent video. It's like Shaman Ben playing Pox against an Atog deck. Dude, it's so badass. And it's the best Orb video probably ever.
Oh, I will. I'll check that out tonight.
He's got the perfect Pox list, and the way he plays it is so good, man.
Is he playing 4 Trikes, 4 Pox? Yeah,
Dance of the Dead.
Disc and
he's really good at it.
I know that list. That was the inspiration for the one I played last year at Thrash. Shit is awesome, dude. It feels powerful as fuck when you play it.
Yeah, that's a real good Orb video. But it's cool to see Shamans, Ben Alters and stuff too. But man, I mean, I like my Black Alpha through Alliances deck, but I need myself to just branch out. Like it's so hard not to. If you can build that deck for $3, you know.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Cards.
Yeah.
It's a really good format that we should like branch out on. So it's not just that him is banned, it's just that it's like an incentive to like please stop playing so much black. I myself am working on a new alpha through alliances deck that's not black and keep it more fun. I know alpha through alliances anti is supposed to be cutthroat, like I get it, but it's just a little overplayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Stupor or whatever is probably really good in control decks. Like it's probably better.
I like that because it's like it opens discard up to other formats. It's only one black. So
the single black is really good. That's what I was like. You could play red black and put Stupors in there, and it's not as problematic to get it out.
I mean, you could change it with Mind Ravel.
Nah. That's not
Because they
that's a
discard a
pretty
card
hard
and you
hit.
draw one of the next
Oh,
time,
that's
right?
kind of
Yeah.
cool.
But so like Stupor also, you don't take one mana burn when you Dark Ritual at turn 1, right? Like usually you go Dark
Right,
Ritual him,
yeah.
take 1 burn. So it's like literally a better card sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not like it's not permanent. It's just a test to see where we can go with Alpha through Alliance's ante. Because I think that's probably turning into like I think that Mascot and Alpha through Alliance's ante will probably be our main formats for a while. And just to test the waters of some changes.
Yeah. I wish I would have played more Ante Friday night, actually. I only played a couple games.
Yeah, me too. I only played 1 game. I won, but I wish I played more games. It was
Wait,
black
two
versus
and
black.
one. That wasn't worth any gold. We should have made it worth gold.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like
Oh.
the idea of a big anti-event. I mean, a lot of people are playing it. It's very popular. It is
Dude,
cool.
people love it. It's fucking fun, man. It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
it's exciting.
Yeah, I would like.
Mind Whips. They're 24 cents. Light played. I mean, come on.
I'll probably ban 4th edition cards if I do an anti tournament. I mean,
Fair
revised
enough.
is still super cheap on most cards. So yeah, I feel bad about doing that because like then you can't get like Urnham Jin, right? Like you'd have to get
Yeah.
Italian ones maybe or something. Maybe, but like there's some
But
cards.
don't play that deck. There's options, man.
Yeah, just don't
I
play.
just don't want
Options.
just play
Play
if you're
some
gonna go to
cheap
a
decks.
tournament.
You're a cheap fuck. I mean, come on.
I don't want to say your deck has to be $100 or something. Just like I don't know. Don't get your friend who doesn't play old school to play a mono black deck and come to the alpha event and like win. Because that's like usually like I swear every old school event I go to, I play against someone that plays EDH and they're like, yeah, my friend let me borrow this mono black deck. And I'm like, I don't fucking care who you are, dude. I'm never gonna see you again. You wanna like I don't want to bro out with you because you're not like in this thing. But I just kind of feel like if we're gonna do an event for where people drive out to it, your deck should have some cool shit. Play some berserks in there, like play something worth $40, a couple $40 cards or something.
So I got one
yeah, I
thing.
think
We were
100
talking
bucks.
about doing the event boxes and all that stuff. What if we made the event unsleeved? Be no Ebon boxes, no Ebon power.
Be cool.
I love playing those in Ante so much, though.
It is pretty cool, like a whole day of unsleeved Magic Ante.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
I'm down.
It's
I
probably
hate
better.
sleeves. I fucking hate sleeves. I want it. That's the one thing I regret buying collector's edition cards is I really wish I was actually playing like my deck on Saturday unsleeved, man. I love it. I've never had any incidents and I play unsleeved all the time. So I'm down. Let's do that. All right. That's going to be the plan then. Because the problem is we can't make more Ebon boxes because they're all numbered.
Yeah, I'm down. I think I have like one of the black mocks left.
It's good that way.
I think I gave it away. I think I've given away 99 of those fuckers
So,
or whatever. I got my
I don't-
deck, so
I don't want to make more.
yeah, I was gonna make more new art and all this stuff we did in the event, but like what if we just did unsleeved and you couldn't?
Yeah,
freaking-
that's cool. I don't want to
Yeah,
lose in my Evan
no
Power
collector's
anyway.
edition. It's like this is right.
Yeah, Well,
If
there's
some
also,
baller wants to roll in here with a fucking blinged out unlimited deck, rock your world. Good
we'll
deal.
give you a prize if you
Good
play the
on
most
you, my mate.
expensive deck. Now, there's also a card called Bronze Tablet that is 6 mana and 4 to activate. And you name a card and you own the card that person has. You don't. It doesn't have to be in play. Technically, I could say, Dad, I want your Alpha Chaos Orb, and you'd have to give it to me unless you pay 10 life.
Yeah, I'm not bringing my fucking Chaosaur.
Well, no, but it's just a card that you own. It doesn't say it has to be in your deck. It doesn't have to be in play, but you can pay 10 life to negate the effect. But if you don't have 10 life,
10 life.
but what if you don't have 10 life? You can't pay 10 life.
You're gonna lose the game, right?
No, you can't pay it. You have to give them the card.
No, it has to be in play.
No,
Target
target
any
any
card
card. Oh,
in
really?
play.
Okay. Damn. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna allow that for sure. Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
people
that's
play
dope.
some cool shit. And there's also those gold border cards, which will be banned, right? So those are cheap ways to get a few cards, like Force of Will, right? Like you can't play the $15 Force of Will. You can only play the $60 one.
Oh yeah.
The bronze tablet, like maybe I don't know what's the color Urza's Lands deck would be sweet as shit, dude. A freaking colorless deck that just ramps out bronze tablet. Is it not bronze? It's what is the Jin, right? What is the Arabian Nights Jin?
Oh yeah, it's
Tempest of Free.
yeah, Tempest
Oh.
Free, yeah.
That one says choose a card at random from target opponent's hand. Okay, and put it into yours. That's cool.
Yeah,
We'll allow
Tempest
that.
Free is pretty cool because you can just straight take shit.
And it's a
That's pretty
3/3. You can like win the game with it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
4 for a 3/3. But you're
I
walking
thought
away
that
with
was an
something good.
Arabian Nights card. That's a Legends card. Weird. So that's where we're thinking. I like the idea of unsleeved. So if you start thinking about an unsleeved, no alpha or no anti or fuck Ebon Power, no Ebon Power, unsleeved, no gold border, no collector's edition.
Raw dog anti cockfight.
Why
That's
do I
it.
feel like this guy is the art when you Google raw dog? Like I feel like he comes up.
That is our dog, man.
Like he
Test it.
has raw dogged a lot of things.
Look it up. Type in raw dog, dude. See
I
if it
did.
comes
That's
up.
how I
you
got
won't.
this image. That's how I got it to come up. I couldn't
Oh.
find Tempest Free. I went on Perplexity and typed in raw dog and got this.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
It's
saying.
pretty boring. It's pretty boring if you type in raw dog. Actually, there's just like a bunch of book covers and then dogs eating meat.
This guy's only got a 4-pack. He's not really that ripped. He's just very raw doggish. All right, more on that to come. All right, so does that
I
wrap
think it
the
looks cool.
weekend? I think we
That was
call
a
it.
secret sneak peek.
I think we got it figured out though. I'm glad we. I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about the anti thing, but I think that's cool because I'm in the process of deck building.
Unsleeved anti somewhere in Cincinnati-ish area would be a real event. So
Yeah, that sounds fucking awesome.
Probably 2025. There'll be an event for this. Yep, that's the plan. Well, I feel
and you should expect a really sweet playmat.
yeah, we're gonna get some swag out for it. I mean, we'll get a bunch of cool shit.
Hell yeah.
Patches are the next thing I'm working on. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna start drawing zombie rocker dudes until I get a cool one, and then it's gonna be the patch is gonna be a dude with a jacket with a patch on it,
Yeah.
with a zombie hand holding a gongster. That's my plan. The ebon hand holding a gongster up, and then like have the orb patch and stuff on the ripped up jacket with a ebon hand degenerate on there. I think that would be amazing.
All right, I'm in.
Cool.
You got me.
Now I won't put to sleep. I'm gonna be thinking about what I'm gonna play in Ante.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out. Good pod. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Later, dudes.
All
Peace,
right,
man.
later.
Later.